most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short.
Ready. 129, 129. Check. 22-90 bouncer. 22-90 bouncer. Chip. Ready, go.
Throwing, Carr. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the catch. And midfield bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Running inside, it's James. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Now sliding to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Here's Carr to throw. They've got the screen set up. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Carr on play action. Stepping to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll give it on the counter. And he's in! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Longhorns head it quickly to the line. First down, right back to Brown. Maybe some room here. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Arch Madness escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Carr. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Back to throw, it's Carr. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Throwing, Carr. Looking left. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man, and he's knocked down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a 1st down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Got room to work. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back. breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Arch is going to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it in bounds, so they'll turn it over on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To throw, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Play action, C.J. Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Off play action. Buys a little time. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. 3rd and goal for the offense. Carr fires into the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the ground, it's Smothers. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll run it. It's Simon. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Got enough for the first. Taking it the other way. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. In the red area, it's Simon. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Dead center perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those two turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got.
Snags it and he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Williams. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snags it on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13.
I would say he's pretty good then. If he's putting up those type of numbers and being mentioned with those type of cats, listen, you try to find your go-to guy. You want to have an elite receiver on the outside that you can feature and you can move him around. This guy's got the makings of that kind of stuff.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Carr to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle. Just steamrolling the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. These fans raising the ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action, Carr. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Picks up the first down. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Texas.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line.
Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Here's Carr to throw. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
On the run, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go right back to him. Across the 25. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.